Hey guys, welcome back to another HTML tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be talking about custom elements, how to use them, and what are some advantages and disadvantages of using them. So what I mean by custom elements is just elements which aren't in HTML by default. So for example, an element would be like a div. We could have a button. These are all like regular elements. So a custom element is just something like that which doesn't actually exist. So I'm just going to go over to here and what am I looking for? Yeah, there. So to create a custom element, it's actually really simple. All you do is you just type in the new HTML tag which you want. So let's say I wanted to create a custom element which was I'm not sure. Let's just say a box. Okay, so let's just have this. Now we have our new custom element, and inside of this you can kind of think of it like a div. Like, it has some other properties, but for the most part it's basically just a div. And if we inspect this right now, we'll actually see that it should actually say box. So if I inspect it, and yeah, you can see we actually have a element which is of type box. So you can actually access this in CSS just like you would of any other element. If we open up two style tags, we can just access this like this, just like that, and now we can like customize all types of this element. So let's say for a box, I guess you could try and set the aspect ratio 1:1, and then let's set the width to like 400 pixels or something. I'm guessing aspect ratio doesn't work that well, but yeah, you could just set the width and height to be the same then. So let's set this to 400 pixels by 400 pixels, and let's make the background color red. And okay, this does not seem to be working. Let's inspect the element and see what's going on in here. So we have the height and we also have the width. A bit confused why the height and width aren't applying. They say they are, but I guess not. Let's see if we can change the display. Let's try and make it block or something. Okay, yeah, there we go. So that was what we needed to do. I'm guessing that's just an issue because before I noticed it was actually on display inline. So once we change it to block, it does seem to fix it. And I wonder if we can also just use the aspect ratio thing now. And okay, yeah, so now I can change around this height and width, and it's just a box all the time, so its height and width are the same. I should probably have called it a square, but you know, it's fine. So yeah, now what I can do is I can create a copy of this box element, and let's change its style. So now it has a height of only 300, and let's put a break in between them. Let's also give this a different background color. Let's say this. Okay, so yeah, now you can see that we've also created a box here, and it's a different size, but it's still a box. The width and the height are the same. So yeah, we just created a custom element, and an advantage of this is that you can make your code a little more readable. But one thing I'll say about creating custom elements is that you usually want to make sure that they have a dash in them, and the reason for that is I believe it's so that if a new element is introduced in HTML, if they were to introduce an actual box element, then all of this would get overwritten by the new one, and if you end up using this box element a lot, then it would end up making all your code wrong. So what you usually want to do is put like C dash to represent custom dash, and yeah, that's basically what you want to do. You want to make sure there's always a dash so that your code never gets overwritten by the actual default HTML code. That's also why in languages like Angular, where they make extensive use of, not languages, frameworks like Angular, they actually make extensive use of custom elements, and you always see a dash in there for default generated elements, and yeah, it's for that reason. So thanks for watching, and this was how you create custom elements in HTML. See you guys in a future tutorial. Bye.